Thank you so much to Card Market for sponsoring today's video.
Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Lately I've seen everyone and their mama try the Monumentum 2 Endurance, this new 3-mana card from Aetherdrift that basically whenever you discard a card, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. You draw a card, create a treasure, or each opponent loses 3 life. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try my own build of it, and I was thinking that I have this Valgavoth Reanimator deck that I already want to discard cards with it because I want to discard the Valgavoth to bring it back with Zombify, so why not try the both, best of both worlds. So I decided to go with a mono black shell. I know a lot of people go with different strategies, namely Rakdos, because Rakdos has more ways to discard, but I decided to just, go with this mono black build. We have 2 cut downs, 3 Locust Spray, and the spray is pretty good because you can pay 1 to cycle it. So when you cycle it with discard, you get a new card, and then obviously if you have the Momentum of Endurance, that's a very easy way to get it to start to pop off. We have 3 Tinybones of the Pickpocket because I did have the issue where I didn't have a lot of 1 and 2 drops, and I mean, as much as I love to play my 3, 4, 5 drops, in this meta, if you don't have 1 or 2 drops, you are just gone because there were so many aggressive decks, and I thought that Tinybones is a card that it can just block you in the first turns if you're playing against an aggressive deck, but also is a card that if it starts attacking, you can actually get some value out of your opponent. So it's a fun one. To play 1 drop, I thought Tinybones could definitely go into the mix because you are making them discard cards. Maybe they discard a permanent that it interests you and you can get it with Tinybones. Then we have 4 Bitter Triumph. That's obviously the best card to discard things, so again, works very well with the Momentum. You try to discard Valgavoth, and then you try to get Valgavoth back on turn 4 with Zombify. Turn 3, we're trying to do Liliana or Momentum. What I have felt is that a turn 3 Momentum is not good enough because you doing, again, nothing on turn 3 is very bad. But something like a turn 3 Liliana and then a turn 4, if your Liliana survives, you plus Liliana that is alive from the past turn, you have your Momentum, you draw a card or you make a treasure token depending on what you need to do. Then you can, for example, cycle a Locust Spray with your 4th mana, get another trigger from the Momentum. So a lot of things going on. Then we have 2 Hostile Investigators that says whenever this creature enters target opponent discards a card, and I know that it says opponent, so it does not trigger the Momentum, but it works quite well in this deck because whenever 1 or more players discard 1 or more cards, investigate. So the idea here is that you have your Momentum of Endurance, you make yourself discard with something like the Locust Spray cycle or the Liliana. This is also going to make you clue tokens, so everything is working well together for you to draw lots and lots of cards. 4 Zombifies, obviously this does not enter into the Monumentum kind of synergy, but it does allow you to get to Valgavoth, and since we have so many ways to discard, I think that's a great place to be. And let me tell you, Valgavoth on turn 4 still kills a lot of decks in this meta. We have 2 Rankles Prankles. I love this card and I'm glad that it's back because it was off the meta for a while, but in this deck is actually pretty good. It works very well with the Monumentum, so you choose 1 or more, each player discards 2 cards, each player loses 4 life, or each player sacrifices 2 creatures of their choice. So very flexible. If they are ahead on creatures, you can use the sacrifice to creatures. If they are just at 4 life, or if they are very low on life, you can make lose 4 life. Or if obviously we want to make discard 2 cards, we also discard them, and that works very well for the Monument. So very good overall. Another card is Sheoldred. Sheoldred works really well with the Monument because you're obviously discarding to then draw a card. That's the goal. So drawing cards is going to allow you to gain life. So that's amazing with our Sheoldred. We have 2 Deadly Cover-Ups. We have 2 Harvest of Misery. It's a 5 mana, 5/4 with menace. Whenever enters, other creatures get -2/-2 until the end of the turn. It's a decent target for the Zombify, so you don't rely only on Valgavoth. And not only that, you can use on turn 2 to discard it. Again, if it's not turn 2 and it's later on the game, you have the Monument. If later on you have Zombify, you can get it back from the graveyard. So a lot of fun synergies there. We also have 2 Deadly Cover-Ups and 4 Valgavoths. For lands, we are running 22 Swamps and 2 Fountainports. I'm very excited to try this deck because honestly, the Monument is a card that has been in my head, and I'm curious to see if I can make this work. Let me know in the comments if you like Monument or not, and let's play some games. Unfortunately, I think I have to discard this. Maybe a bit better. I will probably... tough decision. Maybe discard the Deadly Cover-Up, because it's a bit far away. Yeah, let's see if we discard these Locust Spray, or... I might just honestly have to use it. Okay, so now we do have a way to get rid of the Valgavoth with the Bitter Triumph. I'm not mad about that, I guess. I don't know if they're afraid of cut down or something. Okay. I would say that's fair. Okay, that one is pretty worth to kill, I would say. Even more than the other. So we Bitter Triumph, discard the Valgavoth. I still don't have a way to get it back, but I guess I'm fine with that. Somehow. We know that they have the Demonic Rukus. Obviously they don't want to touch it because I'm playing black. And I have mana up, but if you're just dealing me 1 damage a turn... Ooh, now we have the Zombify. Okay, I need the 4th mana. And we are good. If I don't get the 4th mana though, we are not good. Also, I kinda really need to get rid of that. I mean... You know what I mean? Because I need to put the Valgavoth in my graveyard, because if I get a land, And now we kind of have to pray a bit that I will get a land. Sure, they draw a card. That doesn't do much. I'm still at 16, which is good, but now they... Well, now they die to Valgavoth. There's no way that Mono Red can survive this. Not with me at 16 life at least, and them with 0 creatures. You do not have 3 non-land permanents to sacrifice, and they realize it, and they are gone. And it wasn't even a great hand. We just got the Valgavoth on curve, and it worked. My opponent already has one of these cool badges. Ooh, I have Liliana and Monumentum and ways to discard. That's cool. Concern, I don't start doing anything for first turns. How bad is that? Well, depends, right? What does this mean? What does these sleeves mean? What are they playing? What does the lack of a pet mean? Okay. I don't have that many creatures. You know what I mean? Ooh, Locust Spray is great, love it. I'll probably start with a Lily. And then go for Monumentum and have the Locust Spray. So let's go Lily. They might have... What's the name? Well, they might have Bitter Triumph and they might have the Get Lost, I guess. But that's a risk we have to take. I don't even know what I want to ditch. I think the Harvest of Misery I ditch. That's fine. Sheoldred Edict, okay. Do they have creatures at least? Okay, I don't know what that means. Aha! I have to go for this. Oh. Ahaha. Yeah, I will take damage, but that's okay. They don't have the green. Can get Harvest of Misery. Let's just go for the Hostile Investigator. It's just a 4-3, nothing else. And he does enter tapped, but it's okay. It's whenever one or more players discard a card. So if I find a way to discard a card, we're good. If I have a Locust or something, we're thriving. To see some... what's that? Okay. Ugh, another Keranos. Can't attack or block yet. You better not top deck. Okay, they did get this, so next turn they can go for the Restless Cottage. Ooh, but now I have Sheoldred, which is also a pretty good draw for me. Putting some damage on the table. It doesn't are tapped, but it's okay. It still does that threat of killing them next turn, which I appreciate. So they do exile my card, my Rankle Sprankstels, but they do lose life in the process. And then I just win, I guess? No, I wanted to use the Rankle Prankle to get it. Couldn't get advantage from my momentum. I go first, and this is actually amazing. I mean, I have Valgavoth, Bitter Triumph, Zombify. So I don't see why not. The rest. It has to get the Bitter Triumph or the Zombify. It depends. Okay, Bitter Triumph. That makes sense. I'll go and pass. That way I only start really playing later on, but that's life, I guess. I will have the Hostile Investigator next turn though, which is pretty good because it makes me and only Annex is also pretty good. It's okay. Ooh, I got the Bitter. That's amazing. The Bitter Triumph is fantastic. Cannot complain. Next turn I can, for example, Bitter Triumph and draw a card. Because they probably will go for Arcfin of the Dross or something like that. Bloodletter, yeah, that makes sense. Bit unfortunate, but... okay, so... I will discard a card. Buy Valgavoth. Investigate again. Draw a card. I'll draw. Not draw a card. Deal damage, then I'll draw a card with the clue. And I have Zombify next turn, so, you know. That's completely fine. It will take quite a bit of resources to take care of my Valgavoth. And they know it, so I can Zombify and draw a card. But the issue is that my situation is not the best. I could even go for the Investigator, but I think Valgavoth just better. Can draw the card. I have Harvest of Misery. We'll see how good that is. The bat. Okay, do I let the bat take the Harvest or do I just kill the bat? I'll let it. This has Trample. Sure, get me a land. That sounds to me like desperation, because they don't have a demon yet. They will go to... wow, I think their Noli Annex is going to kill them. Okay, so they're at 8. They probably have an answer for the... okay, that's it. This deck is more like a reanimator deck than momentum deck a lot of times, but I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad, and we keep climbing. Opponent is called Killed by a Pixel. In these days, it's more Killed by a Pixie. Yeah, I mean, I have the little Tinybones, the Pickpocketer. Red. Okay. I'm thinking if I care about red, but maybe not. They have the Iron Claw. Let's attack. Sure. Not a very greedy person. I know that I have the late game, so Do I discard? Because I'm extremely tempted to not discard. But I will. I will, because in life it's important to play according the book. Swift Spear plus something, plus another Swift Spear, plus nothing. Okay. Plus Artfire Hero. That's not great. I could... Yes, but let's discard one of... They have 2 cards left. Let's discard one, draw a card. Then I'll have a cut down. Okay, that's a land. Great to know. It might be flooded. We'll see how they attack, right? Like, do they have... Emberheart, that's... Okay. Only creatures, that's actually pretty... Oh, this is so mean. Like, if... I don't know if I'm sorry. But I don't think so. That was so mean, y'all. So mean. I mean, Bitter Triumph, Zombify, Valgavoth, yes, sure, why not? They have the Nightmare. But I'll give you the Nightmare. You better go to the other side. If you know what I mean. The other side. So next turn I have the Valgavoth. They do have ways to take care of it. Mostly bounce it, but they have to sacrifice 3 things. With that being said, it's still pretty annoying. Yeah, they want to get all the lands, all the sorceries in their graveyard because of the crabs and all. I'll just try to kill them as fast as possible. Okay, I'll get that card for myself. Thank you so much. I think they didn't see that interaction coming. Yeah, Valgavoth has a lot of text, that's the thing. Opponent goes first. I can keep this, it's okay. Okay. They're trying to ley line me. How dare they? I'll just discard this. Okay. They will scry, but I'm okay with that. I'll play the Tinybones. I need to find a way to discard this Valgavoth. Like, you attack me, but then I steal something from you, so you probably don't want to attack me too much. Sheltered by Ghosts is a good card, but they're screwed on mana, so let's do this. It's time to get my Tinybones back. Nobody steals my Tinybones. Nobody. Sure. There is potential. We have the Cycler. We have Liliana. Harvester. I was saying that I do need lands, but I got that 3rd land, so now we have Lily online. We have Zombify with Valgavoth. Just saying. Sure. Let's see what they get. I will just kill it. Sure, that's a good one, but my idea is that I Lily. Ooh, and we got the 4th mana. So next turn we can Valgavoth. So that's great. So let's Liliana plus. By the way, I love Liliana. You know? Just love it.
Don't overthink things.
They discard a land. Tragic. Do they run counters in this deck? I'm kind of afraid they do. You know what I mean? I think they run... Because, like, why wouldn't they run up the beanstalk? You know what I mean?
I'm tired of your secrets.
Well, if they do, they do. If they do, they do. Please don't. So I have this feeling that they don't have counters in this deck. Maybe they have Spell Pierce. They just bluffed. They bluffed, but with me it doesn't work. To me it doesn't work because I know what that deck runs. I go first. There's some potential. Tinybones is a card that it doesn't seem like much, but it starts caring. Especially if they're playing the Locust deck, it will be concerning. Not the Locust, the Oculus deck. Why did I say Oculus? But I will have to cycle this probably. Another Valgavoth is not ideal, but that's what happens sometimes with this deck. Where are my momentums? I have 4 in the deck. Okay, so this is control, which makes it a bit more difficult than if it was Oculus, to be honest, but it is what it is. Keep attacking with our little Tinybones. Can you play a creature? I don't know if I like that. I mean, if they mill me the Valgavoth, you cannot be too mad about that, can you? I doubt that I'll be that lucky. Okay. Nothing good yet. Let's make a little fish. Ooh, I love Lily. They probably will counter her. Unfortunate. Sure, draw a card, mill me a bit more. Pow. I think control is really my nightmare matchup, but you know, it is what it is. Swamp, gimme. I could Bitter Triumph my own creature. Maybe I should. I have the Restless Anchorage, but slowly but surely I'm dealing some damage, but this is going to give them life. The Monument is rough. At least this destroys a Planeswalker because I'm pretty sure they run Jace. Can I steal target non-land permanent? So I could steal something like a Jace, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah, take away my lands. I'm okay with that. So I can steal... No, it's exiled. I was thinking I could steal the Maze Mine, but I can't because it is exiled indeed. But the Jace I can steal. Day of Judgment. So what I can do is try to discard a card to just get Valgavoth back. Probably will not work, but I don't know. Who knows? Let's try to get Valgavoth. I think at this point I have 2 Zombify, so I might as well try to go for it. Okay. No more lies. Bit sad, but what can we do? Okay, another Valgavoth, that's good because I'm probably not going to cast it. I'm actually going to take Pay Life because at this point I already have a Valgavoth in the graveyard. So they can counter, but they tap. And then I play the Valgavoth. No, they actually don't tap even. How dare you not tapping? Ooh. Ooh, okay. Me likey.
Happy to help, but I'm taking. We all have things we
Okay.
never forget.
I already have a lot of cards in my graveyard, which is not good. The card is definitely concerning. A Rankless Prankless. Get lost. Okay, wait. What can I do about a get
I'll
lost?
take my zombies and leave.
They have 4 cards left. Okay, let's try to kill that Encourage. And life is a resource. Okay, they let it happen now. Can I? It's not doing much right now, but it's on the battlefield, so maybe it will scare them. Although... Okay, let's try this, I guess. Valgavoth. No more lies. That's so sad. It's sad because I'm almost dying. Okay, don't. Okay. I think they are just happy that I'm dying for this thing. The Monumentum is like annoying and I have no ways to deal with it. What's up with this card? I've lost to it in draft so many times, by the way. Now we... Okay. Funny. Oh. Okay. I have to say, the Monumentum is a card that I dislike. Not the Monument, the... What's the name? Monument, yes. But mine is also Monument, isn't it? Yes. But their Monument is bad. My Monument is good, right? Opponent goes first. I will keep it. I mean, pretty Reanimator vibes. Pickpocket. Tinybones. Pickpocket. Okay. Bit annoying. Bit annoying. Let me kill that. Sure. I will steal the goblin from them. See how they feel about it. Who's playing goblins now? Who's playing goblins now? It's me. It's me. Cranko dies. You know what I mean? So we beat our Triumph, discard Valgavoth, I guess. Oh no. I have to discard Valgavoth. Can you imagine? Attack with the 1/1. Deal 1 damage. Make another 1/1. Next time I have Valgavoth, they cry. The crowd goes crazy. They'll be like, Filipa, you did it again. What's that? Okay. You have to attack. I'll block here. Oh, okay. Okay. But it has to be. What do they do? Wait a second. Part of me wants to kill their Rankle. Okay. I'll kill that. Let's get the Valgavoth. Since I attacked, I make another 1/1. What's that? Other goblins get +1/+1. Okay. Okay. Goblins are cool, but Valgavoth is just so difficult to deal with. I go first. I'm going to keep it. Tinybones is unbelievably good. I wish I had my Monumentum, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Blue. Okay. I don't like seeing blue. Not going to lie. What do you have? Okay. Ephara's Dispersal. What did they... Why do they have so many bounce spells? How do they win? Blue, blue. Blue, blue. Okay, let's attack with Tinybones. Are you bouncing it again? Because it costs 1 mana. You know what I mean? Okay. Ugh. Are they bouncing it again? It's 1 mana. You know what I mean? Okay. Bounce this. Probably get encountered, but what can we do? Moment of Truth, okay, so not countered. Look at top 3 cards of library. Put 1 of them into your hand, 1 into the graveyard, and 1 in the bottom of your library. Ah, they're playing Knowledge. Ah, okay. Let's see what they discard. This is the one, draw a card for each island then you control. Okay. More into the Flood Maw. Oh my god, somebody likes bouncing things. Sure. Let's try to attack. They let it. Okay. I could draw a card with a clue. Oh-ho! Oh-ho! Wait, 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 wait! Wait, 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 wait! No. Can I play my Monument? I think everyone is traumatized by this card. Not even going to lie. I'll just, you know... I just try to kill them. With Investigator plus Tinybones. Because what else can we do? Like, how do they win? Ever. Because they bounce, 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 bounce. Draw, 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 draw. But what about after that? fun games. I have to be honest, I was a bit disappointed because we have 4 Monumentums, but so many times I felt like we had the Bitter Triumph, Valgavoth, Zombify combo way more than Monumentum and other cards. I just felt like the Monument didn't shine in the games, and you know, I played plenty of games, so it felt kind of bad, but other than that, I think the deck worked pretty well. There's a point to cut the cut downs, maybe Tinybones. I don't know if there's another card in black that can make us discard that is good. Maybe play more Sheoldreds. The Investigator, I don't know how I felt about it, so maybe more Sheoldreds, less Investigators. Overall, I did like the deck. I think it was pretty solid, but again, I just felt like the Monument didn't shine. I think it does shine a bit better in the Rakdos deck, so I see why it plays mainly in those. Still, I think it was a pretty fun deck, so let me know if you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!